Hello, friends. Tonight I am going to read you a book called The Stable Where Jesus Was Born. This is really exciting because this is one of our 12 books at Christmas. I get to start us off and I'm really excited because you know Mrs. Mack loves to read and I love Christmas time and I have so many great Christmas books to share with you, and so does Mrs. Hubler, and we may have some special guest visitors. So in this first book, it talks about Jesus being born as a baby. Let's find out exactly what this book is about. The Stable Where Jesus Was Born by Rhonda Growler Green. Look at that beautiful blue night sky. I love it. This is the stable where Jesus was born. See the stable? This is the cow in the sweet-smelling hay, the cat and her kittens, and 3 mice at play that lived in the stable where Jesus was born. This is the mother, Mary by name, the mother of Jesus she became, who sat near the cow in the sweet-smelling hay. You see Mary? And the animals. I had my babies at a hospital, not in a barn. This is the father, Joseph, so tall, who cared for the baby and animals all, but mostly the mother, Mary by name. I always wonder, do you wonder what Joseph was thinking and if he was scared or nervous as Mary was delivering the baby Jesus? These are the shepherds who came in the night, who left flocks of sheep in their hurry and flight, and wished well the father, Joseph, so tall. So the shepherds came by to see the baby Jesus. They saw that amazing star in the sky and they want to see who this baby Jesus is. This is the angel who said, "Fear not," who spoke of a birth in a glorious spot and sent fast the shepherds who came in the night. Look at the angel. Angels, whenever we hear about them or see them in the Bible, they always say, do not be afraid. But you know what? If we ever saw an angel in person, I think we might be afraid because they're just so magnificent and bright, and we don't see angels every day, right? This is the town called Bethlehem, where families gathered and filled every inn, beheld by the angel who said, "Fear not." So you see the night sky, you see the shepherds, you see the people gathering by to see the baby Jesus. This is the earth all round and bright that glimmered with hope that first Christmas night at news from a town called Bethlehem. That's our earth. And now Jesus is born. He is our Messiah. This is the baby in swaddling clothes, the small precious baby, the one whom God chose to come to the earth all round and bright that glimmered with hope that first Christmas night. Oh, look at that baby. Boys and girls, Mrs. Mack loves babies. At news from a town called Bethlehem, where families gathered and filled every inn. Look at all the people in Bethlehem. They were all so close to this miraculous event, beheld by the angel who said, "Fear not," who spoke of a birth in a glorious spot, and sent fast the shepherds who came in the night, who left flocks of sheep in their hurry and flight. So you know this was important, that the shepherds left their flocks to go see what was happening and who the baby was, and wished well the father, Joseph, so tall, who cared for the baby and animals all. Look at Joseph's holding the baby too, right? Just like when I remember when I had my kids, I had special visitors come to the hospital and everybody was excited to hold the newborn baby because babies are just so precious. But mostly by mother, Mary by name, the mother of Jesus, she became. I bet Mary held the baby the most, right? Look, she is looking at her beautiful baby boy, who sat near the cow in the sweet-smelling hay, the cat and her kittens, and 3 mice at play. See that beautiful scene? That lived in the stable where Jesus was born. So you see the stable and the animals, Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. You see the star. Up, who's coming? The wise men, right? So that was our first book, the stable where Jesus was born. So I have some questions for you now. Why do you think Jesus came to the earth? Why did he come as a little baby? And I want you to just also wonder, whenever you are hearing a book or you're reading a book, we're supposed to be using our imagination, right? And when I read this story this is a storybook, but in the Bible, we read this in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Gospels, and we can think about and wonder what it was like for Mary and Joseph. I wonder if Mary was comfortable in the barn. I wonder if it was hard having a baby in a stable without doctors or medicine. No, she really probably had to just trust God, just like we do, right? In any type of hard situation, we just have to trust God and know that he will always be with us and we're never alone. I also wonder how Joseph felt seeing Jesus when he was born, what that was like. And I wonder if he was a little bit scared, because I wonder if he ever delivered a baby before. And do you think, this is another question you could think about, do you think Joseph was a good husband to Mary? And do you think he took really good care of her? And what about even taking care of the baby? And wasn't it cool to see the angels in the story? You know Jesus is God, and Jesus is so amazing that angels came at his birth. Trust me, there were no angels at my birth. There were no angels at my baby's birth. But there were angels at God's birth because Jesus is God. He's amazing. And angels, whenever we see them in the Bible or we read about them, we always hear the words, do not be afraid or fear not, right? I bet it was so amazing to see the baby Jesus on that glorious night that he was born. Well, boys and girls, I am so happy to be reading with you and read the first book, The Stable Where Jesus Was Born. And tomorrow night, Mrs. Hubler is going to read you a Christmas book. Okay? Have a good night.